All right. For our question number 1 here, okay, first step in predicting the products of a reaction is identify the reaction type. Just switch it here. Okay. So the reaction type, okay, that's going on here, we have an ionic compound and then we have it reacting with an element. So this is a single replacement reaction. The element that's reacting here is metal or non-metal? It's a non-metal, which means it's going to replace the sulfur. Right? So on this side then, we're going to have beryllium with bromine, and we're going to have sulfur by itself. Okay, so they get 1 mark if they have that. We're not finished yet because obviously we have to drop and swap, and one of these is special. Okay, but if they figured out the pattern at least, that's 1 mark. Okay, so if they got them paired up correctly, that's 1 mark. Then we have to drop and swap. Okay, this is a 2+, this is a 1-, so we got Be, Br2, okay, and we've got S8. Okay, if they have those numbers correct, that's their 2nd mark. Then we need to balance the entire reaction. Okay, start with the biggest number. There's 8 sulfur, so I need to go over here and make sure I have 8 sulfur, which gives me 8 berylliums, which gives me 16 bromine. 1 mark if they have 8, 8, 8, okay, and then nothing beside the sulfur, or a 1 beside the sulfur, either one. All right, so it's out of 3. Questions on that one? All right, for question number 2, I told you I would do this. Okay, so hopefully some of you were really listening when I talked about I was going to play this trick on you, and I'll do it again. Okay, what kind of reaction is this? Synthesis. Okay, so in a synthesis reaction, these 2 elements need to go together to make a compound. One's a metal, one's a non-metal. What kind of compound will it make? It'll make an ionic compound, where we always list the metal first. 1 mark. Okay. When dropping and swapping, this is a -3, this is a +1, so we have K3N. Okay, that's a pretty easy mark. Then we got a balance. So we got 3 of these, okay, and sorry, we don't have 3 of those. We're gonna have 6 of those. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're gonna have 6 of those. Okay, so we got 1 nitrogen, 6 potassiums, and 2 potassium nitrides. Okay, that would be your 3rd and final mark for the balancing. Okay, so little things like that, guys. All right, for number 3, okay, we've got copper sulfate reacting with sodium hydroxide. All right, what kind of reaction is that? It's double replacement. So we're going to switch the metals. So that means that we're going to have sodium with sulfate, and copper will be with hydroxide. All right, so 1 mark if they've got them paired up correctly. Then we got to drop and swap. Give them another mark if they're dropped and swapped. They must have the brackets. If they don't have the brackets on OH, it's wrong. Okay, then we have to balance. Also, if they don't have the brackets on OH, even if their balancing numbers are the same as mine, they're wrong. Because it isn't balanced correctly because they don't have the brackets. Okay, all right. So we got 2 OHs over here, so I'm going to go over here and make sure I have 2 OHs, which gives me 2 sodiums, and I have 2 sodiums there, 1 sulfate, 1 copper. That one's done. 1 mark for the balancing. Okay, number 4, combustion reaction. Okay, what are always the products of a combustion reaction? Carbon dioxide and water. Two marks. You want to pay attention? No, you're not. Now you are. Okay. Now I need to balance this thing. Okay. There are special balancing rules for combustion reactions. I balance in alphabetical order and the rule of 2. Do I need them both? Yes, 4 is an even number. All right, so I'm going to start with a 2 there. 2 times 4 is 8 carbons. Okay, 2 times 10 is 20. 10 times 2 is 20 hydrogens. That gives me here, okay, 10 oxygens in the water, plus another 16 here in the carbon dioxide, for a total of 26 oxygens. 1 mark for the balancing. Questions on that one? Okay. And for number 5, we have a decomposition reaction, which means this breaks up into its 2 elements. Okay, and you can get a mark for that. And is chlorine special? Yes. 1 mark for that. Then we got a balance. 2 here will take care of everything. 1 mark for that. No, we don't use Roman numerals unless we're writing a name. Okay, we don't use them in the formula. Any other questions there? It's out of 15. Please write a mark out of 15 at the top. Let them see it. And then I would like them handed in right here. Actually, no, hand them in to me. I'll take them right up here.